Okay, so let's get right into it. What we're looking at today is a story that feels more like a corporate thriller than a tech update. It's this massive clash between entertainment giants and tech giants, and the entire future of artificial intelligence is kind of hanging in the balance. This is a big one.
I mean, just look at this. AI can now cook up these absolutely incredible, hyper-realistic worlds that look like they're straight out of a blockbuster movie. But behind that amazing veneer is a really critical question. What is the true cost of creating this stuff? And maybe more importantly, who ends up paying the price?
And that right there is the heart of what we're breaking down today. This whole story pivots on one company, Disney, making two completely contradictory moves with two different AI giants, all within a few hours. And trust me, this was no accident. It was a very calculated strategy.
So, let's unpack exactly what went down on that one single day, because with this story, the timing is everything.
You know, what's so wild about this is just the sheer whiplash of it all. On the morning of December 10th, Disney is all smiles, proudly announcing this huge $1 billion licensing deal with OpenAI. They are officially partners. But then, just hours later, that same evening, Disney's lawyers fire off a cease and desist letter to Google, accusing them of massive copyright infringement. So they embraced one AI company while threatening another, all before the day was out.
So why the sudden 180? Well, to get why Disney did this, you have to understand the fundamental problem at the very core of pretty much all modern AI development.
It really all comes down to this thing called AI model training. And the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. If you want to teach an AI to create a picture of a car, you have to show it millions and millions of pictures of cars. You want to teach it to make a movie, you got to feed it just countless hours of video. This whole process needs a colossal, almost unimaginable amount of data to work.
And here it is. This is the crucial point. That insatiable hunger for data is crashing head-on into the giant wall of copyright law. The billion-dollar question everyone's asking is, where are these tech companies getting all this content to train their AIs? And right now, the answer is, it's a huge legal gray area.
And this really breaks down the two paths a company can take. On one side, you have your authorized data. That's the clean, totally legal route. But on the other side, you have the alleged method, just scraping everything you can find, all the copyrighted stuff from across the internet. From the AI developer's perspective, the logic is all about speed and scale. Scraping the public web is just way faster and cheaper than negotiating thousands of licenses. But it's exactly this Wild West approach that is now directly in Disney's crosshairs.
Okay, so once you get that whole data problem, Disney's actions start to look less contradictory and a lot more like a really smart two-pronged strategy, what you might call the carrot and the stick. First up, the carrot. This is that $1 billion deal with OpenAI. It's a formal, buttoned-up collaboration. Disney gives them authorized access to its iconic IP for training, and in return, Disney gets to use OpenAI's incredible Sora video generation tool. The key here, and this is so important, is that the agreement has super strict copyright protections baked in. It's Disney shifting from defense to offense, choosing to work with AI, but only on their terms. And then, you have the stick. This is the cease and desist letter they sent to Google. Disney is alleging mass infringement, basically saying Google used everything from Star Wars to Marvel characters to train its AI models without any permission at all. They're even claiming Google refused to put in safeguards. So now they're demanding total transparency on all training data and threatening a major lawsuit if Google doesn't play ball. This is a very direct, very public confrontation. But look, this isn't just a fight between Disney and Google. To really get what's at stake here, we have to zoom out, because what happened on that single day is really a flashpoint in a much bigger war that's putting the entire creative industry at a crossroads. I mean, we are seeing this exact pattern emerge everywhere. The New York Times is suing OpenAI and Microsoft for using its articles. Hollywood unions are filing lawsuits over deepfake tech. So Disney's bold two-sided move is being seen as a bellwether, basically a sign of things to come. It signals that the gloves are officially off and the copyright wars are heating up. Big time. Let's just sit with this number for a second. $1 billion. That's what Disney's deal with OpenAI is worth. This isn't just some partnership. That number sets a massive new financial precedent for what authorized access to a major creative library is actually worth in this new age of AI. And believe me, the stakes are only getting higher. The research firm IDC predicts that by 2026, a staggering 30% of all intellectual property cases will be related to AI. Think about that.
Our legal systems are about to be absolutely flooded with these kinds of fights.
And this isn't just about lawyers and courtrooms. It's about massive economic fallout. That same IDC report, it predicts that the economic losses from these copyright disputes could top $100 billion. This conflict has the power to reshape entire economies. So, what does this all mean for the future? Well, we're watching a fundamental debate play out in real time. It's the relentless push for technological innovation versus the foundational right of creative ownership.
The key takeaway here is this major strategic shift. For years, content creators were just playing defense. But now, with moves like Disney's, they're finally going on offense. They're using both collaboration and confrontation to force a real decision on how AI can and should evolve, both ethically and legally.
And honestly, this quote from The Hollywood Reporter just nails it. This is not just another corporate squabble. The outcome of these battles is going to define the relationship between technology and creativity for generations to come. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, right? One that really affects every artist, writer, musician, filmmaker, everyone. As these incredible new AI tools get more and more powerful, what does the future of human creativity actually look like? That's the question these giants are fighting to answer right now.